the Andemta secrets, the Book of Enoch, and the lost angelic superhumans. History tells us, we evolved from the mud, but the Andemta, the ancient Ethiopian scholars. Commentary tells a different story. You aren't an evolved animal. You are a fallen king. Before the fall, Adam wasn't just a man. He was a being of higher reality. He was super intelligent, possessing the ability to see the molecular nature of all life, naming millions of species, because he understood their divine frequency. This is the secret the West missed. Adam was made of 7 elements. The 7 elements are earth, water, wind, and fire, and 3 from the divine nature. This are reason, speech, and eternal life. Today, we go beyond the myth. We reveal how the children of Seth lived for 900 years as sons of God, and how the seed of life from heaven was smuggled from a higher planet down to earth. When Adam was exiled, he didn't land in a jungle. He was placed on Debre Qiddus, the holy mountain. To the Ethiopian scholars, this wasn't just a hill. It was a higher reality, almost like another planet. Adam brought something physical with him, the seed of life. In heaven, fruit grew by thought. On the mountain of Debre Qiddus, Adam planted this heavenly seed, so his children could stay connected to the divine frequency. The sons of Set lived in the glory of this mountain, because they ate from the seed of life and breathed the mountain's atmosphere. Their biology stayed angelic. They didn't see death for centuries. They were the sons of God. They lived like spirits in physical form. Below the mountain lived the children of Cain, cut off from the seed of life. They became dense and focused only on the material world. This was because their father, Cain, was exiled from Debre Qiddus. After killing his brother, Abel, the Watchers were not winged spirits. The Andemta of Ethiopian scholars is clear. The Watchers were the sons of Seth. They were meant to watch and guard the holiness of the mountain. But the tribe of Azazel descended to Mount Hebron. The Watchers made a formal pact to descend to earth. This can be found in the Book of Enoch, from verse 5 to verse 7. Verse 5. Then they all answered him and said, "Let us all swear an oath, and let us all bind ourselves by mutual imprecations, curses, not to change this counsel, but to carry out this deed." Verse 7. And they descended upon Ardis, which is the summit of Mount Hermon. And they called the mountain Hermon, because they had sworn and bound themselves by mutual imprecations upon it. They taught the sons of Cain warfare, forging swords, knives, and shields; vanity, the use of cosmetics, dyes, and jewelry; the occult, astrology, sorcery, and the interpretation of signs. In the valley, the fallen ones developed a magnetic trap. They used cosmetics, hypnotic music, and jewelry to lure the sons of Seth down. When the Sethites looked down, they lost their superbeing nature. They traded their long life for the lower vibrations of the valley. This is the merging of 2 different human frequencies, high divine and low material, which is forbidden. The result, the Nephilim, giants of ego and destruction, the lineage of Yared and the rescue mission. While all the sons of Seth descended into sin, one lineage remained loyal, the lineage of Jared. His name literally means he who descends. However, Yared's descent was a rescue mission. While others descended for lust, Yared descended to save the DNA of Seth. He took the physical seed from the holy mountain and brought it down to earth to ensure it would not be lost in the coming corruption. You saw a glimpse of this in the movie Noah, starring Russell Crowe, when Methuselah gives his grandson the glowing seed to plant the forest for the ark. That is a direct reference to this ancient truth. That seed was the last physical link to Adam's heavenly home. Also, it is proof that the Masonic secret societies who write Hollywood scripts know the secret. Jared's son, Enoch, took it even further. He didn't just protect the DNA. He perfected it. He became so high frequency that he returned to his angelic nature while still alive. He didn't see death. He simply shifted back into the glory. The story of the Dekika Set, which means the sons of Seth, isn't just about the past. It's about your potential. According to the Andemta interpretation of the Book of Enoch, we still have those 7 elements inside us. We have the earth and the fire, but we also have reason and eternal life. We have an angelic nature, buried under the lower vibrations of the modern world. The seed of life was carried through Noah to the foundations of the New World. It is the spiritual heritage of the Ethiopian. The Great Flood was a reset for this genetic corruption. Only the lineage of Noah, the grandson of Enoch, carried the pure glory of the Sethite ancestors across the waters. Through his 3 sons, Shem, Semeh, Ham, Chem, and Japheth, Yaphet, the world was reborn. It is vital to understand our roots. This bloodline carried the ancient, high-frequency knowledge of the Holy Mountain into the foundations of the world's first great civilizations. You are not the descendant of fallen monsters. You are the heir to a lineage that once stood in the light of a higher realm. The West may call them angels, but the Guizi knows them as the sons of Seth. The story of the descent from Debre Qiddus is a warning. When the holy mingle with the worldly, the world loses its light. But it is also a map. By studying the Calamentos and the Guizi traditions, we can begin the climb back up the mountain. The Enoch Conspiracy, Why Angels, is a mistranslation of the Guizi text. Did 18th century translations change the way we see human history? Join us as we explore the Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church's Andemta commentary. We move away from the fallen angel myth and look at the historical reality of the sons of Seth, their 900-year lifespans on the holy mountain Debre Qiddus, and the tragic migration that led to the Great Flood.